Hi Leos, welcome to my channel. We're doing your Astro Guidance, the number one astrology authority. I'm kidding. No, it's not. Okay. We're gonna be looking at a transit. Remind me to if I get your invitation for your wedding. Okay, because Saturn is in the seventh house, or maybe you're doing some business dealings that will finally. It's 11:11 when I started the read, so it's gonna be a auspicious time for you. It's already an omen that the angels are with you. Okay, angel number wise. So let's begin here. Let me discuss how it works. First things first, this is sidereal Vedic astrology. We're going to be looking at the moon and ascendant sign. If you do not know your placement of your, like in sidereal Vedic astrology, you can go down there, okay? You can go down there in the description. It's called the Astronova, so go get that one. And if you want to attend our Zoom, there is an enrollment for Astro Guidance where I can help you interpret your chart. It's a basic, it's just a foundation. So that way you can have a better grasp of what you're looking at. And it's not just a bunch of squares or a bunch of like lines. Okay. So I'll help you and guide you there. So you can go there in the description box below. Okay. First things first, for the Leos here. If your question, Leo Ascendant, Leo Moon, okay, is it going to be a good time, Sal, or a not so good time? For both Leo Ascendant and Moon, it's good time. Uh, love you long time. This is what's going to happen here. Okay. I've seen it manifest where you will get married. This is 2.5 years. Saturn is in the 0 degrees right now. It takes long. You will be meeting someone who is probably your long-term partnership. Depends on your dasha, antardasha. Depends on your how to call this your atma. Depends on your navamsha. But just looking at the transit alone, then marriage is in the cards. Okay, with Saturn in the seventh. So that's given. Okay, Saturn is the karka for the seventh house. Saturn performs well in the seventh. Okay, and what else can you ask for? It rules its own sign. It means it's transiting its own sign, which is Aquarius. So Saturn now tells you, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you something that I know you've been working hard for: relationship, marriage, or partnership. Mhm. Business also. Now, if for other people who is about success and fame, um, hard work is required. If you're working on yourself, hard work is required here. This is the time where relationship wise, okay, if you're married though, it's different. If you're married, this is the time when astrologers would say the relationship will be tested. If you're single, it's good. If you're married, it's divorce. You understand me? That's why it's 50-50. Relationship is 50-50. You hear someone get together, you hear someone separate also the next day. That's just how it is. Okay. Um, for married people, trying times, scary times, challenging times in the relationship. Single and dating, good times. Okay? Because this is a blessing from Saturn. Now, you're going to ask me, why is it then, if I'm married, then I would be struggling? Why? Because your partner, whoever you're dealing with, you would feel that it's one sided. Okay. That I'm the only one who's invested. I'm the only one who's working. I'm the only one who's this, who's that, who's this. You understand me? It brings hardship in the marriage. Hmm. Now, wherever Saturn is, it would aspect the seventh house from it. Aspect is easy. Behind me is a neighbor, it looks at me. So planets are like that. They look at another house. So that house will look into this house. I'll also look at them, right? Well, I don't look at them. You understand me? But they look at this house. So where Saturn looks, drishti, aspects we call it, it gives that house a certain issues. Mhm. So you will find yourself, if you're married, that you're finding issues with your partner because you will see and you will feel tired. Okay. You will feel a little bit like, well, in a way, like suffocated, unable also to From what I'm seeing here, it's like you're unable to do what you want for yourself. So there can be a feeling of like a restriction. Okay. Now, if we were just to explain who Saturn is for you, Saturn rules the sixth house, which is Capricorn, which is hard work. Saturn rules the seventh house, which is dealing with others. This is also intimacy. Seventh house is intimacy. Okay. If you're married, chances are less time with the fun times. You understand me? Because Saturn is there. Because the relationship is strained, and so there's no romantic time for the marriage people. Okay, depending your dasha again, or antardasha. So since Saturn was in the sixth house in Capricorn, and then it moves to the seventh, and anything result will be second house. Okay, result from from the this like a support will be given to you if you're trying to make business. Like you were working hard for the past 2.5 years in the sixth house. It feels like right now you can become like a partner in the business or in the company. It can lead to financial gains. Yes, it can lead to a business dealing, and then there is financial gains. You understand me? So it's a good time, okay, for work related. Now, it is a different subject if there are planets sitting in Aquarius for you. Let's just say you have Jupiter in Aquarius, you have Moon in Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius, you will have your Sadisati. Ascendant Leo, Sadisati. Okay, you are in your Sadisati. So it's different effect. That's a stressful time when Saturn is with Moon. It gives it like the Moon feels like they're gonna need to put a lot of effort, and Moon is so soft. So for people who's Moon in Aquarius, it's gonna be challenging. Ascendant in Leo. But it depends again on what planet is sitting in Aquarius. But of course, a lot of people will say, I don't have any planets. A house that is empty doesn't mean that there is no owner. Do you understand me? Even though you see a big house, there's nobody there, there's an owner. So look at the owner. So, yes, there's nobody sitting in your Aquarius, there's no planet, but look where Venus is. If Venus is in the first house, Saturn is in the seventh, chances are you're not going to be a bridesmaid. You're going to be a bride. Hopefully not of Chucky. Okay? The bride of Chucky, not good. So, Venus is in the first, looks at the seventh. You're running a Saturn Venus Antardasha. Okay? If it's not a 3-carat diamond ring engagement, I don't know what is. Okay? But that is marriage right there. Mm-hmm. You're running a Saturn Dasha. You just entered Saturn Dasha. There you go. Meeting someone again to be your person, to be the person that you're going to be married and in a relationship with. It's a strong focus on married life, on relationship, and also about you. Remember, where a Saturn, where a planet is, where a planet, no, not exalted, because Saturn in Aquarius, okay, it's in its own home, but it's looking also at you, which is Leo. This is the cause of the rift in the marriage, because Saturn and Sun, mortal enemies. So what has happened? I'm a Sun in Leo, ascendant in Leo. You have Saturn in the seventh. What happens there? Conflict with your person, disagreement with your person, because your person will try to control you, hinder you, stop you from things that you like to do, you like to enjoy. You guys will not meet eye to eye. And Aquarius, fix, Leo, fix. So it becomes more and more of a struggle to stay in the union because of that. Because Saturn and Sun are natural enemies. They don't like to be with each other. So you may feel this towards your person. Is that enmity? Something like that, right? I don't use big languages, big language. Yeah. So you may feel that, with your person. You may feel that you may feel this energy, okay, with your person. Do you understand me? But I don't know your chart. I don't know you. I'm pulling a Mariah here. I don't know you. Okay. This is a transit. Nothing to be scared. Okay. I'll tell you when to be scared. Never. Never. No time for that. When someone comes to me and says, I'm scared. No time for that. I'm in denial. You better be in denial. We go. No. This is good time. This is good time for you. For not for a moon in Aquarius, okay? Or a Cancer moon, not good. Okay. Or Pisces moon, Capricorn moon, okay. Scorpio moon. The moon signs will be like, ooh, okay. Ascendant, we're gonna write it out, okay? I want to be invited to your wedding because it's gonna be a auspicious time. This is again good time for that. Business wise, good times again. But this is a tip of the iceberg. The Saturn is 0 degrees. It's 2.5 years. When I look at the chart, I'll see more. But I didn't even discuss where Rahu is for you, Mars right now, with your enemies at work that you feel like so annoying, with this Mercury, you have this person who's coming back to you in your fifth house, you've been dating on and off. I see all those, but we're just focusing on Saturn. Okay? So if you want to join me, just like what the four said, okay, join me. So join me in Astronova. No, in Astro Guidance. It's down there. It's gonna be fun. It's basic. It's easy. And then get your chart also. It's down there. Well, it's a good time. It's a good time. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna party like it's 1969. I'll see you guys again.